So stupid. I didn't have my mic down. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Let me go back over everything that I just explained. Okay, so yeah, sorry, mentioning back to you're gonna make this for Halloween. Um, so, yeah, so this has cost me upwards to about $120, said and done. There's maybe some more things. Like I said, some things you may already have, so it will cut down the cost some more. Obviously, I don't own a hacksaw, so I had to go out and purchase a hacksaw today to cut the sticks so that the skulls would basically fit inside, or the sticks would fit inside the skulls. So as you can see here, I've punctured a bigger hole on the base of the skull here so that the sticks will stick inside of them. This I will show you how I carefully did this without destroying the urethane foam. I did that a little off camera and I apologize, but I just kind of had a wild hair up my ass to start in on the project. And today what I'm going to do is cut some more of the stick off because I feel like the sticks are a little too long still, which you'll see here in 2 seconds when I get off my chair. Yeah, so I also bought twine too, so again, you probably just saw me putting this up to the camera. I bought twine because it's what I'm probably going to use to basically attach the sticks together, as well as attaching the base of the bones here together. So as you know, we got the base already, so I'm going to start using the twine to put it together. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use a hot glue gun for the base instead and just glue the sticks on top of each other. It just depends on whether or not I can get this twine to do what I want it to do. I chose twine because it gives it that kind of old, kind of like you're using like tree twine to piece it together, so it gives it more of that kind of creepy look to it. I'm also probably going to use the twine to hang the charms off the skulls, so yeah, hopefully now you can hear me. So yeah, thank you for that. Let me just make sure that my voice is still being, yeah, okay, it's still recording. Sometimes I forget that stupid shit like that, so yeah, so you're gonna see me get started on the sticks. So I'm probably just gonna keep music off for the remainder of the video here because it's just gonna keep distracting me. So I've already cut I've cut about this much of the stick off, and let me see if, I have some of it in my trash actually. Let me see if I can find the exact piece to this one. No, I don't think it's this one. It's not that one. Yeah, it was this one. So let me see if I can find the exact spot for this. I don't think I'm going to. I think it was actually on this side right here. So it was about, okay, I can drop it, that's cool. It was about this tall, the stick was. I don't know if you can see that. Lighting in here is kind of shitty. So then what I did, cut that part off, and now it's this long, and I'm thinking it's still a little too long. Because if we go back here, I think you can see this on camera. So if we put the sticks together, let's see. So what, they're going to be somewhat like this, coming together, something like that. Let me see OBS right now. Yeah, okay, you can see that perfectly. So I feel like that's a little too tall for a totem. I think it needs to be cut a little bit more. I don't know what you guys think. I think it does too, if you agree. That might be, well, let me see. I'm standing up. This one would be more like here. I just think it's a little too long. I think it needs to be cut more. So what I did was I cut it. I think I'm going to cut it to about here. Right where my index finger is, if you can see that. I think I'm going to cut it some more at about here on every single one. So, I don't know, what are your guys' opinion? You think these sticks are a little too long? So I'm going to probably cut them otherwise. So I think they're too long. What is your all-time favorite slasher? In Dead by Daylight, probably the Trapper. Trapper's always been my favorite. He's not as OP as he used to be, but, well, I don't know. I always didn't think he needed a buff, because I guess they kind of gave him a buff, but I always thought he was kind of powerful in my opinion. But yeah, definitely the Trapper would be my favorite. And my second favorite is probably Leatherface. I know how to play Leatherface in high ranks. He's not really a problem with me. You just gotta choose the right perks. I was thinking about doing that. I thought about getting into Unity and then putting like Jake, since he's like my favorite survivor, putting Jake side by side with the Totem in Unity and kind of eyeballing it and then comparing it with myself, with how it stands with me, and then just like going, oh, okay, so the Totem kind of stands on Jake at about waist height, or just as an example. So I'm like, okay, so I need to cut it until the sticks are about waist height. And you got to remember too, the skulls are going to make it a little bit taller too, that sit up on top of the sticks. So yeah, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and start cutting. Then I think where I've put the Sharpie on the sticks is probably a good height. So I can even bring it up to the camera here. I don't know if you can see it, but where my thumb is, just look at where my thumb is right here. That's where I've marked it. And here's the rest of the stick. So I'm thinking right there should be enough. So if I start sawing away right there, I think that'd be more than short enough to where it's not ridiculous. When I'm said and done with this project, I'm going to actually have it sit over there by my lamp over there. So it's kind of, when I'm streaming, you can kind of see it in the background. Because just the way my room's set up, I can't really show off a lot of the cool shit that I have in my room, because most of it sits in front of me. So it kind of sucks, but yeah, that would be good. I think your totem needs to be smaller. Yeah, so everybody agrees. Yeah, I'm going to do it then. Do you want to put your totem on a desk or on the ground? No, it's going to be on the ground, like traditional, how it is. I think that's how I'm going to do it. It's gonna, like I said, it's just going to sit over there by my lamp. So, I apologize if you're hearing my fat ass eat. I like eating carrots sometimes. So alright, let's go ahead and just get started on cutting this shit then. So what I did, again, so you guys know for future reference, literally just get a hacksaw. I paid only like $6 for this one, and it goes up to 12 inches, I think. This one's a, I think this one's an 8-inch, no, sorry, 10-inch blade, but you can adjust this. It's pretty cool for Ace Hardware for being as cheap as this is. You can adjust this so you can make it extend to like 12, but this is perfect for me. I even bought some extra blades in case I need to cut more and these blades get dull. This one's already starting to get dull, which kind of sucks. I could have gotten the more higher tier blades that were like premium ones. I think they're made out of steel. These ones are carbon fiber, but that's whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start cutting now. And there you go. Cut it. So that's how much we cut off right here on that stick. And now it's about, and I think that's more appropriate. That looks a lot better. How small that is. The only thing I have a problem with these sticks, which kind of sucks, is they don't have any twigs on them when I found them. Kind of like you see in the ones in Dead by Daylight. They have like a twig sticking out of the skull's like nose and shit. I think what I'm going to do is find twigs and literally just puncture them through the skull and act like as if they're attached to it from the branch. I may or may not do that. It's still a what if, so I don't know. I may not just do the twigs coming out of the skull's nose at all. I may just do like the skull's just coming on the top of them and be done with it. I haven't really decided. Oh, putting like a fake candle inside the skull. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to do that because considering I did invest in these skulls, I don't really want to put holes into the eyes to make it kind of glow out of the skull. I mean, I am going to get candles for the base of it because if you have seen the totem has, on the base of it, it has like a burlap sack, a small burlap sack, which I'm thinking is sand inside of it. I'm not entirely sure because there's not a whole lot of lore on the totems. So what I was going to do is I was just going to buy some tiny burlap sacks off eBay, and just put like dirt inside of them, and then just like basically wrap the twine around it to tie it. Put that at the base, and then go to like Target, Walmart, go find some candles, ones that actually melt, because they have some that are meltless candles. Most of the ones that you get at a retail store are meltless, so they don't actually do like the cool ass drippy effects. Like if I show you an example here, I don't remember where I got these candles. I'm already kind of killing myself because then I could go back to that store so I know what I'm looking for. But like these candles have a drippy effect, so every time these burn, they kind of drip the wax down the candle to make it look old school. So yeah, you just gotta find ones that don't say dripless. Ones that actually make a mess are the ones that you're ideally gonna want. So I'm gonna need to find 3 candles at Target or something. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start cutting the next one now, which is about the same length as the other one. Thing is, you gotta keep going really fast too, because otherwise the saw starts binding up. So you just want to keep going at it. Make sure that blade's nice and hot so it doesn't get bound up. See, I've already started stopping. Now it's going to start binding. Yeah, it's like right there too. There we go. So now that's how tall this one is now, since we've cut that little bit off. And now comparing it with the other one that I have, these two sticks look almost identical. So now we have 2 that are about the same height, and let me just compare them. Oh yeah, that's much better. Honestly, I'm actually happy with that. If you can see it on the floor from here, so now it stands about that high. So that's pretty cool. I like how these sticks are bowed out too, like how it goes shirt, and then it kind of makes like a little like, pardon me, I'm bad at math, like a 20-degree angle. It's kind of like, then it goes to a like 20-30 degree angle, because it's going to give it support while at the same time, because I think this one kind of does it, but this one's more of like almost like a 15 or a 10-degree angle. But it just works. I don't know how to describe it, but it just kind of works. So it's going to sit something like that. This one I have to cut though, but yeah. So these are coming along pretty great. And sorry, I'm losing my breath from doing that. I'm really out of shape. So I would even be open to doing these for people too, if the price is right. Honestly, I don't mind doing these. This is actually a really simple project for me. It was just a matter of just getting all the materials, honestly. Yeah, I could do a room tour. I've actually thought about that for a video. I've just needed more items, I guess, more things to show off. I'm not a guy to flex though, honestly, dude. Like I don't believe in flexing. Like when I tell people, oh yeah, I got a new phone, well, it's because I had a purpose for it, and I just wanted to let people know, like, hey, like since I bought a new phone, this is going to allow me to record a lot better audio, video, what have you, and things like that. So yeah, I've never been one to flex about stupid shit, or buy stupid shit, I guess, that I know I wouldn't have a use for. Send nudes. I'm not that sexy. I'm in some nasty ass PJs and a tank top. I'm pretty sure I'm not that sexy, especially at the moment. What do you think about Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers from Halloween franchise? Honestly, dude, I've never really watched any of those Halloween movies. I know, considering I'm a horror channel, you'd think I'd watch every fucking horror channel in the book, but there's actually 2 franchises I have not given a chance. Actually, one in particular that I can think of is Hellraiser. I definitely need to watch Hellraiser. I've been meaning to do it. I watched a little bit of the first one, and then I kind of fell off of it because I kind of got bored. But I know it's better as you watch it. I need to go back and watch them though, because yeah, Hellraiser I've heard is really good to watch. So definitely Hellraiser I need to go and watch. But to answer your question with Halloween, I have not watched the older Halloweens. I stopped watching after Halloween 4, I believe, and I don't even remember the 4th one, nor the 3rd one, honestly. Halloween 1 and 2 are the only ones that stay fresh in my mind, because those are like the better Halloween movies. But when it comes to a franchise that constantly keeps making sequels over and over again, we all know that they just get more and more shittier, and they just start drifting off from the lore and not making sense. And I think that's a lot of why James Cameron... not James. Wait, is it James Cameron? No, it's not James Cameron. Why did I say James Cameron? I can't think of his name right now. God damn it. Sorry, I'm really bad at directors and shit like that who make a lot of the movies. Give me 2 seconds. It's not James Cameron. Don't tell me. I can figure this out. I used to know his name. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. John Carpenter. That's his name. God damn it. I don't know why I said James Cameron. That was so fucking awful. He made Avatar and shit. I don't know why I said James Cameron. Sorry. So yeah, that's the reason why John Carpenter, he disregarded a lot of the sequels to Halloween and just wanted to start all over from, I think from Halloween 2 is when Halloween 2018 then became a thing. So no, you're not being a cunt at all, dude. You're cool. Honestly, I feel like I look like shit. Just personally, I just don't really give a shit. That's why. Like, I'll wear like PJs. I keep it real. Like, fucking tank top because it's summer and it's hot as shit, and I really don't want to wear a shirt. Honestly, I would be shirtless right now. I really wouldn't be giving a shit to be just shirtless. If I knew people wouldn't probably like that, I don't know, or maybe find it sexual. And trust me, I will be careful. Actually, no, I lied. I wouldn't be careful. I actually did cut myself on the hacksaw today. I slipped and I kind of hurt myself. But that's okay, because I'm always hurting myself when I work on my car, too. So, I mean, it is what it is. Alright, let me do this last one here. Ah, fuck. I also needed a hacksaw, too, because anytime that I needed to get a fucking tough bolt on my car, I could literally just cut that shit with the hacksaw. When I was doing my struts on my car, on my Mustang, funny thing, the Ford decided, they did a weird thing where, like, you couldn't get a tool on the piston of the strut to keep it from spinning. And so what you had to do, there was no other option but for you to literally hacksaw the stud and the nut off at the same time to get that strut off your car. That's exactly what I had to do with my Mustang. It was a nightmare. My neighbor came over and he's like, "Hey, you want to borrow my hacksaw? We can cut right through that thing." And I was like, "Dude, you're a lifesaver. Please let me borrow that thing." Yeah, cut through it like butter. And then I put the new strut on. I was struggling just trying to get that nut off the factory strut. Like, just an overall dumb design. There's no real tool on the internet to get it off. If you look at a 94 to a 2004, because it uses the same body style, same parts as far as suspension goes. Man, this thing is just binding up. That's a problem with wood. Yeah, they use the same parts in Mustangs, and they use the same struts. It's independent suspension. Well, independent, what I mean is the coil and the spring and the strut are separate, unlike coilovers where you have the coil on top of the strut on newer cars. Come on, bitch. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. This thing is not liking me right now. I think it's because it's getting dull. Kind of feels like it. I have an idea. Hold on. I have a razor blade. This is probably not safe, but if I cut myself, it gives me the opportunity to get my white t-shirt and rip it up and put blood all over it so I can actually wrap the rags around the sticks, because I think they're actually bloody rags in the game. I was going to use some automotive rags that have oil all over, but ow, see, I just cut myself right now. See if that'll work. What's my cat's name? Are you familiar with my cat? The one that's watching me doing all this shit. Her name's Claudia. I have two cats. If you've probably seen, yeah, this thing keeps binding still. You probably have seen my other cat. He's kind of a he's kind of a ditzy one. He does a lot of stupid shit. He likes to attack her, but for the most part, she's just a calm cat. She's very mellow, just lays back, watches me work on shit. Like, she's always very curious of me working on my projects and shit. Like, she always just watches me. She always likes to sleep in my room, too. That's why she's kind of like my kitty. There we go. Finally got that bitch off. Not only took forever. I probably should have cut it more like right here, honestly. But I may just need to keep that. So there's the two parts that we cut. Hey, Gobbler. Haven't seen you in a while. And sorry, to answer your question with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series, since it is my favorite slasher film, I'm more familiar with it than Halloween, that's for sure. But like, if you were to ask me information, like, I don't know, like I love horror movies, but I'm not too much of a fan for slasher films. I like the makeup that goes behind them, but I mean, it's cheesy 80s horror. But I gotta say, like, when it comes to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the reason why I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre more than any other horror film is because Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it actually has what's the word I'm looking for? It has a meaning behind the film. I'm not a vegan by any means because I love burgers, but it's to show you the meat industry and to show you how nasty it is, and kind of like it's in terms of like humans, they use humans to relate to the meat that we have in the market and things like that. I'm not very articulate with what I'm trying to say with it, but it goes into relation to the meat industry and things like that. If you really look into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. And also can talk about you can also even put it animal testing with it. It all kind of goes with the same thing, and so that's why when you use humans as meat, it's because they're cannibals. It's kind of in a relation to the heavy meat consumption that we have today, and especially in American societies. But it's just not just in American societies, but in other countries as well, because other countries are now following suit with what America does. Because we're kind of a strong influence on other countries. That's why you have South Korea that loves us and things, and they adopt a lot of American cultures and things like that. So it's very interesting. You can look it up. That's why I've kind of liked Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it's just more real, I guess. Halloween, Michael Myers, it's not very real. I mean, yes, psychopaths are real, but his whole hidden power of why he keeps coming back isn't real, so it kind of ruins the immersion for me. What else? And same thing goes with Jason. Jason's another superpower, so it doesn't really make much sense to me, and that's why I never really cared for much of those movies, but I still enjoy them, don't get me wrong. I love watching them, and I love the makeup and the effects that go behind them. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, by far, I've always loved that movie. Like, that whole franchise. Only from, like, 74 up to about 2003, because now after the 2003 remake, that was the best remake I've seen out of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, and then once you start going into, like, the other remakes or the other, like, movie sequels after that one, that's when they start getting really shitty, and that's why I'd say not even to watch them. I think there was one for 2008 or 2006, and that one was okay, but the 2013 one was garbage. The 2017 one that just recently came out was garbage. I didn't like it, but that's a personal opinion, so everybody has their opinion. I'm from the USA. They're toxic. No, I didn't cut myself. I mean, I did. I cut my fucking knuckle. I cut my knuckle earlier today when I was working on this. But anyways, we'll go ahead and attach one of the skulls, and I'll show you what it kind of looks like. So I gotta be careful when I put it on, because I don't want to split the skull, because then we're really in trouble. So I gotta carefully kind of wedge it on there. And that's kind of what it looks like. There was one where I kind of put it on there at an angle. So when it stands, it kind of sits like this, kind of. So we got one on there, and then if we get another one, let's see, I got another one right here. I don't remember. Yeah, fuck. Some of the fucking urethane foam still coming out of this thing. Your cat's chunky. Yeah, that's my other cat. We call him Pee-Pee, the one that I was telling you about. He's really big and fat. You're from Australia, huh? You want to go to Outback Steakhouse and have a raw burger? Fucking Australia. We don't fuck with anything out there. You guys got all them spiders. We don't fuck with those spiders and snakes. Honestly, you guys got the most deadliest shit out there. That's why I don't fuck with Australia. Alright, and then we got the other one on there. That one's cool. That one's kind of like the skull's kind of leaning. So that one's kind of cool on there. And I got a little nudge to kind of keep it on there. I don't know if I'm going to like hot glue gun these onto the sticks. Because if I have to move this, I need to be able to disassemble this. Because otherwise it's a kind of one of those projects that'll break really easily. If, say, you had to move out. Because I probably will be moving out here pretty soon. Depending on my units and all that with school and all that kind of shit. Oh fuck. This one's, I may have to replace this stick, honestly. I made this one way too big for this one. Shit. I think actually this skull was supposed to go on that one. So I need to take this one off. Because I think I had specific skulls on which ones were going to fit onto the sticks. Damn it. Yeah, I feel like this one's the smaller one that goes for that stick, and this one actually goes onto this one. Yeah, this one kind of moves around a lot. I may have kind of fucked up, you know, trial and error. I may actually have to really like hot glue gun these to keep the skulls in their positions. But for now it'll work for what we're trying to do. If we use this stick, yeah, this one's going to try and move around a lot too, but something like that. And so I'm going to place them on the floor here in 2 seconds after I read chat. Alright, it's nothing new. Alright, so I think I'm going to use the twine to fucking stick them together. If I can find the entry point for this. Oh, here it is. So, here we go. I need to get some scissors too, because I don't have scissors. Really quick though, I'll go over, because I didn't actually go over how I did the skulls, how I punctured the holes through them a little bit bigger, carefully. So when you originally get these skulls from that creator, if you're actually curious of buying them from him, like the same ones that I bought, so they're obviously a urethane foam, so they're kind of hard and kind of spongy. So he kind of already has a hole in these skulls, kind of, but it's very tiny. So what I did to make the holes bigger, to get the sticks to fit on them, so I took a Phillips head screwdriver, kind of wrapped it like this, and I literally just started like poking at it and just kind of stabbing it, but very, very carefully, to where I could then, like, once I got the circumference of this hole to where I needed it to be for the stick, or at least somewhat close enough, I started taking the stick, because this is like a very, very malleable foam. I literally was just grinding the stick into the skull like so, until it eventually poked its way through, because in the skull it's actually hollow on the inside, so it eventually poked itself through, and I was able to get the skull onto the stick. So, but obviously we want it in this position right here. So, yeah. Who is my favorite survivor? Jake Park. Jake Park is my main for Dead by Daylight. If you watch my other streams of me playing Dead by Daylight, you would know. I'm not undermining you. I'm just saying, like, you would see that I play Jake a lot. Probably my second favorite survivor would probably be Jeff. Jeff or look at my cat. My cat's trying to play with the twine. Jeff or David. David. I like David too. David's pretty cool. He's my my no mither build, you know, for like repairing generators really quick. Can he help you with your YouTube channel? Divine help. There's only so much I can do, honestly. I don't know how to help you with certain things. Ow, fuck. Cat's being an ass. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just start tying the sticks together, I guess. I'm actually probably gonna take the skulls off because it'd probably be easier that way. Well, actually, no, because if we keep the skulls on, it'll give me the area circumference that I need to keep them together or apart from each other. So, alright. This is gonna be very difficult to do one-handed. So let's see. One of them's gonna sit. One of them's gonna sit right here. The other one's gonna sit. Let me see the other one. So yeah, see, that's gonna be really difficult to get it to do what I want it to do. Yeah, I'd say that's just about right. So the sticks need to be about. Yeah, it's just too difficult with the skulls on them. So I'm just gonna have to find the right sweet spot that I need them to be in, and then attach the skulls later. So for right now, we're gonna just take them off, and then just let's see. I need to visualize where these sticks, where the skulls are gonna sit for me to be able to wrap it. Actually, and I also took pictures of the totem using Unity. So let me go back to some reference material. No, I'm not much of a Dwight main. There's a lot of people that are a lot more female mains, but I'm just always Jake. And hello there, Alpha. So, I'm looking at some reference photos really quick. May need to open up another one. So, it's going by a reference photo. Could probably do that one there. And then that one could probably go right here, maybe. And then the other one could go somewhere right there. I don't know if these are the best sticks that I actually probably use. I probably should have thought this out a little bit better. Again, trial and error type shit. Maybe if I actually swap this stick, yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit more like it. Perfect. So I'm probably not going to look at chat for a second because I really need to see how I'm going to tie this. Let's see here. So probably like that, because otherwise I won't be able to get the skull to sit where I want it to. Maybe position this one more up there, maybe. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fiddling fucking around, so give me a second here. Damn, oh, you know what, I still have, I don't need scissors, because I have a razor blade. I just need to have enough of this twine that I can work with it. I literally have it in a good position. I think this is probably where I'm going to actually tie it together. Let me make sure it's just leveled enough. So yeah, like right there probably. Now we're going to cut it. If I can actually cut it. I probably just made it dull as hell just trying to get the blade. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to cut. Nah, I'm not going to use the wire that we have back there. I have twine, that's what I have. It's actually what I bought. I'm just trying to cut it properly. Damn, I really don't want to fuck this position up because this is a really good, how I have it's really good. So, damn, maybe I can like two-hand this. Alright, let's see. Really trying my best here. Ah, almost got it, almost got it, almost got it. There we go, I cut it. Fuck yeah, okay. So, now I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to tie this. Yeah, this is almost like a two-handed thing. There's no way. It's going to be hard as hell. Two hands are definitely needed. Okay, now if I can move my middle finger, get it around there. Hands are already starting to fall asleep. Our arm. And if I can manage to get up and under. Hey, look at that. You just use your mouth. Maybe do another wrap around. We're just going to do some really crazy shit. Because I don't know how to tie for shit. So... yeah, I'm already losing it. Yep, I already lost it. So yeah, this is going to be really difficult trying to put together. Hey, I appreciate the support, man. Like I said, this is literally, if I'm not paying attention, I apologize in the chat because, again, I got to figure out how to tie this. So this is going to be some really difficult. You're going to see me just struggling away trying to figure out how I'm going to tie this around one-handed. So... no, Nia is part of the entity. You don't fuck with Nia. And yes, I'm doing some Taylor healing right now with my sticks. Yeah, I appreciate the support, man. So yeah, bear with me in my struggle with trying to figure out how I'm going to tie this. Maybe if I wrap it around, bring it around town. Yeah, this is very frustrating, I must say. Like, if I can just get this into a spot where I'm comfortable, where I may be able to just leave it alone, where I'm still making some more ties, that would be cool. Like how I have it right now, actually. Oh shit, I'm losing it again. I'm not the most best tire in the world. There we go. Kind of. Oh yeah, I just need to start all over. I'm losing it. This is very hard to do one-handed. I wonder if there's a way that I can get this to just stay up while I'm screwing with it. Like, I always have it in a good position, like right here would be a really nice position. But it's trying to tie this one-handed is just a fucking nightmare. I think I'm focusing way too much on getting it in the right position rather than just tying it first and then moving it around. No, honestly, I really do need like a second hand. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, there's no way. Concentration is key. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find something to stick these sticks in a base, because there's just no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to do this. It's just too complicated. I need something to hold the sticks and pry them up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep struggling. So, what I can do, I wonder if it'd be easier to actually rather do it on the floor. Actually, if I can find the position that I need them to be in, like something like this, and then place them directly onto the floor in that same position, I think I might be able to do it that way. Alright, go ahead, take your time. Yep, I figured out the key. I was doing it all the wrong way. You just gotta do it from the floor. If the twine would stop getting fucking stuck in the stick, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, this is coming along a lot easier. You just gotta keep making X's and shit around it. Going up and over in all kinds of different directions should help. Maybe not in that direction. How I'm actually going to probably make these stick better, though, it's going to be another story. And what I mean is, when it actually sits on the base of the floor, I have no idea how I'm going to get it to stay propped up. I may just hot glue gun them to the bones, maybe. So I don't see any other option. Still kind of concentrating here. Twine's trying to get fucked up here. So I may have made this a little too tight here. I can manage to pull it back some. There we go. Sorry, I'm still concentrating a bit here. It's kind of coming along. Yeah, see how these sticks are going to keep moving around? This is just enough. This is just going to be enough to keep it in the position that I want it to be, but this is where I'm saying I'm going to have to hot glue gun the base of it to the bones once it's said and done, because I don't see this staying up together properly without it. Because otherwise you're going to have to keep positioning these sticks to the direction that you want them to be in, so that the skulls will fit on each stick individually. Like how I have it right here is actually a really good spot. But otherwise, yeah, you don't want to do anything else otherwise. Yeah, just messing around. Alright, let's see here. Go up and over. I may need more twine, if anything. See here, still trying to tie it in here. Right now I'm just trying to create some knots a bit, and then what I'll do is I'll just cut the ends when I'm done. I may actually just, yeah, there we go. What I'll do is I'll tie these together, these last two little bits, and I think this actually might work. And then I'll show you the final results here. So I'm going to tie these kind of into a knot. There we go. Probably do another one just to be on the safe side. I don't even think I really have to quite do like a shoelace tie, because the way that this twine works is you can just keep creating knots in it and it'll hold itself together. So, and then I'll check chat here and see what's going on. Cool, there we go. Yeah, cool, and it gives me the flexibility that I need to basically move the sticks if I so need to. I probably could use some more twine on this back stick back here. Unfortunately, I didn't really have enough. and I don't think I wrapped enough around it, but it should work, honestly. I don't think it's that bad. Alright, so here's what we have here, and I'm going to cut these little strands off. Whew. Alright, so this is what we have here. So yeah, don't pay attention to these little strands. I'm going to cut these. But here you can see I've kind of crafted with the twine. I just kept wrapping around, going up underneath shit, going in and around, going in and around. And then at the end, I made these two little pieces meet together, and I just started doing little knots on them, and I'm just going to snip them. So I think it'll work. Definitely Ruin, because everybody uses Ruin. I don't know many people that use Devour Hope, because Devour Hope always gets cleansed before people are even able to use it for the most part. You like my flooring? I'm not really talented, actually, sorry. I'll take the compliment, but I'm not very talented at all. I just use my head, honestly. So yeah, now all I have to do. So yeah, I like the fact that I'm able to kind of move these sticks though. I think it's because this one on the back is kind of loose, which is kind of good. I could always put more twine on it, but at least this is enough to give me. This gives me the ability to keep it where I want it without having to use my other hand now. So if I wanted to make this a lot tighter, I could, but it gives me flexibility to basically move it in the direction that I need it to be in. So what we'll do now is we'll just cut these little strands off, I guess, with my razor blade, because I don't have scissors right now. If I start bleeding, definitely going to get a rag, so I can actually craft a bloody rag to put on this. It would add to the effect. And then there you have it. So I cut the little knobbies off. There we go. Now if we put the skulls on them, if I can find which one goes on the right one. Maybe that one? I don't know. Maybe it's that one. Maybe this one? No, I don't think it's this one. It's definitely this one. Okay. No, wait, this is the smaller one. Smaller one goes on this one. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to make this tighter to keep the skulls better together, because as you can see it's kind of loose. So I'll just get more twine, wrap it around some more until it's nice and tight to where I want it. I think I may have to bring one of these up a little bit. So it's kind of coming together. Now if we get the other skull here. Now place it on the top. Okay, I gotta be really careful with this one because it's kind of getting a little stuck. There we go. Alright, and then yeah, I mean it's coming together. All I would have to do now is literally just tighten it up. Because actually it's probably going to sit something like that. As you can see, I'll bring it up to the camera a bit. Can kind of move the skulls around too if you wanted them to. But yeah, the sticks, I'm definitely going to have to readjust them a little bit to get them to stick to where I want them to be. I mean, if it need be to, I may have to get some better sticks too, because I have some other ones in the garage. If these ones don't turn out to work out the way that I want them to, I could always use some other ones too. So. Oh, thank you. I try not to talk when Paulie's there. I mean, like, if I'm in Paulie's stream, I tend not to talk a whole lot because obviously it's his stream. So I was just kind of fucking around when I was playing with him, but appreciated. Yep, Entity always needs more blood points. So if we place this on the floor now. Let me go back to a reference picture really quick. So let's see here. I'll go from this direction, I guess. So maybe we turn this one, turn the skull around. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I feel like I may have to replace this stick right here because I don't really like what it's doing with me. I'm kind of fighting the back one a whole lot, and I think it's because of the position, the way that it works. Because these, if you look at it from this angle, it looks really good. Like these two skulls are next to each other. This one's like way far off in the distance, and I don't think this one works too well. There's a little knob though. I think if I cut that knob on the back of it, I might be able to get it to work a little bit better. So I think a lot of the twine is binding up on that little nipple on the stick. So let me get my hacksaw here. I could probably cut that off. Hopefully without cutting the twine. I don't think that's going to be possible without cutting the twine though, and then I'm going to really fuck everything up. See if I can just manage to... I don't even think I can get a... Here we go. I was going to say, I don't even think I can get a cut on that. Cut it a little bit, but yeah, that notch on the stick is definitely going to have to come off. If I go at an angle here... Alright, see if I can manage to get the twine to kind of reach up on over that. I don't think I'm still going to be able to. Wait, maybe if I can get something up under it. Just kind of work its way over it. There we go. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to go over that one though, because these last two, maybe, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute, almost got it. Let's see if we use the Phillips head again. Alright, got that one on there. Now if I could just work this one over that, and we should be good. There we go, got it on there. Cool. That allowed me to get it a little bit closer now. Okay, let's see, where are we at now? Okay, so let's look at it from this angle again. So these two look really good close to each other. But again, I'm still just not really digging this stick. This is the one that's really throwing it off for me, and I think it's because I need to cut the bottom of it some. If I do that, then I may not have enough left though. I mean, it still looks good, I guess, for what it is. I'm kind of happy with it. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it, I guess. I don't know, what do you think? I don't know if you can see that, but this is the position I really needed to have it in, where my hand is literally on it because the base is even with the floor, and I'm not sure if that's a good If that's good enough or not. In my opinion, I think it is. You don't always have to follow it, like, by the book, per se. You know, you can just kind of play around with it and get it in your own kind of way, but, so. Appreciated. I think it looks decent. And yeah, the apothecary that you're talking about, it's on my desk. Pretty good job so far. They actually did a nurse nerf. I didn't even know anything about it. I don't check the patch notes too much. I kind of just, when I see new killer coming or new content, I'm on that shit like flies on horse shit. But other than that, okay, so I think how I have it is pretty damn good. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this, honestly. I don't really want to fuck with it too much because I could probably just end up with something worse off, honestly. It's always best to just keep, you know, just stopping while you're ahead of the game, you know. So what we're gonna do, get some more twine here. Some more twine, and then we're gonna cut it. If I can manage to cut it without fucking up my desk too much, which I don't think that's ever possible. How did I fucking cut this last time? I think I did it off the stick. Or maybe I did it off the floor, I don't know. Give me 2 seconds trying to cut this right now. Anyways, to answer your question, sorry, for the nurse, I didn't know anything about a nurse nerf. I know she definitely needed one because she was pretty fucking powerful. Didn't take much skill to be fucking good with nurse. I mean, it kind of did, but at the same time, you kind of were able to master her relatively easily. It didn't take too much time. So I don't know. As far as the Freddy rework goes, I guess he's a lot better than how he was. I never really thought he needed a rework. I know that's going to sound really weird. But that's just my opinion. I always thought Freddy was OP. I've said it before. His movement speed and his lunge, and then with the right amount of perks for old Freddy, he was pretty powerful. So, but again, like I said, that's my own personal opinion. But yeah, I never knew Nurse actually had a nerf. It was definitely needed. I know it'd make me fucking rage every time I'd fucking get killed by a nurse. Doesn't really take a whole lot of skill. Let's see here. Definitely crafting the hell out of this thing. Okay, maybe if I leave that little bit hanging off there. Actually, you know what? Let's go back some. We can actually probably tie it from the back over here somewhere. Maybe like down up in here, actually. Okay. So yeah, the only way you're going to be able to keep this propped up to where you want it, it'll stay in the position you want it to be in with this twine, but obviously you're going to keep seeing it going like this, flexing up and down, and the only way to get that to stop doing that is you're going to need to glue it to a base. I don't see any other option. you can try to tighten this as much as you want, and you're just not going to get it to stop doing that. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Because yeah, right now I'm just fighting with it, trying to keep it propped up. So that's the only way that I see this working. I'm just giving it some extra support is all I'm really doing at this point to keep it from disconnecting. Yeah, it definitely needs some kind of support. Honestly, it kind of seems like it's falling apart. I'm really tighten this bitch up right now, so. I'm literally hurting my hand trying to do it. I mean, it is a possibility you can get this to stick up. You're just going to need a lot of twine. Let's see how I can go around with this. Maybe I can go up and under this time. It's a lot of going up and under, loop-de-loop, over this way, over that way, and eventually you finally kind of find a ground for it. Pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. Eventually get it. Probably go up and around. Probably go up and around maybe. Which way am I going? Okay, I'm going that way, so we'll go up in between. I guess we can tie them. So let's see, tie it here. There's going to be kind of a small tie on this one. Probably get another set going here. Ow, slipped. So that's just going to be one knot on that one. So yeah, as you can see, the weight of the skulls is really what's making this thing flex a lot. So what you could also do on top of it, it might look like shit though, is super gluing the twine on top of it to really secure it. But I mean, otherwise these sticks aren't really going to go anywhere. So let's see if we move these a little bit. At least it still gives you the flexibility to kind of move the sticks too and go up and down with them. But yeah, that's probably how it's going to set. It's going to sit something like this. And then the base of it is going to be on the bottom. And I think, honestly, what you're also going to have to do too, that's something that I'm probably going to have to do off camera because I'm just going to be struggling so much with that. And I'll probably just show you what I did, but we're going to probably use twine and attach twine to the leg and then attach it to the bones that I have on my desk up there. So I'm probably going to do one more last set of twine and just keep wrapping it around this thing. And then, yeah, call that finished. It seems very loose though, and that's the funny thing is no matter how much I pull like hard as hell on this thing, it's still very loose. So actually I'm probably gonna cut this part and probably retry it. Damn, still need to cut it some more. At least this shit's strong. You'd think twine's not strong, but it's actually really strong. There we go. Let's see. So they're they're in the process of doing a nerf, huh? You know, it's funny, there's only like a few add-ons that actually help her, which are really crummy add-ons, but actually benefit her. You don't actually do a whole lot of, you don't use a lot of the purple or pink add-ons for nurse. You just kind of use like, I forget which ones they are specifically, but it's a yellow add-on and it's a brown add-on. Okay, so we cut that piece off. We're actually going to try to redo this a little bit. Set them on the floor here. Okay, so I went ahead and knotted that one. If I don't like that, I could always cut it again. Yeah, I'm probably going to do actually a third set of twine. There's never too much. And I'll probably end the stream pretty soon, because I don't want to make this too lengthy. This is just kind of a part type thing. I'm still going to do part videos of what we've done as kind of a way to speed up this stream and kind of just analyze the most important parts of what I've done to make this project work. Trial and error of the things that I've done that didn't seem to work, so you guys don't make the same mistakes if you decide to do this on your own. That kind of stuff. So after I do this last little set here, I think I'm going to end the stream right here. But here, I'll aim the camera down a little bit more so you can kind of see what it is I'm doing. Let's see here. So now, we're going to go up and around and back. Probably going to actually take the skulls off because they give it so much more weight that I'm actually fighting with it, and so that's one thing that you could actually probably not do. There you go. Let's see here. I wonder how the entity makes these. Is it as much of a struggle as it is with me right now? See, now if we go up and around on this one. Ow. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go up and over again. And then we're going to create another knot here. Should I probably not create a knot there? Probably go up and around one more time. There we go, and create a knot. That would be more smart. There we go. Okay. We cut the little things off of it here. Yeah, this shit's really tough. Like, even this razor blade's kind of having a difficult time cutting through it. Some more tougher than I give it credit. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, it's a little bit more sturdier now since I gave it about 3 fucking times. Yeah, so it's gonna sit something like that. And then what I'm gonna have to do then is put more twine at the base. So what you'll see here, if we get the bones here, to give you a better idea. Sorry, reading chat right now. Talking about like old movies, Dracula and werewolves. Alright, so didn't even put that into consideration too, is okay, so it sits something like this. So yeah, this is going to take a lot of fiddling around with. I mean, in many cases, if the twine doesn't actually work out, I could always cut it and redo it. It just barely fits within the vicinity of where the totem would actually sit. But my worry is I don't know if these skulls will have enough room for each other now that they're squished more inward. So again, like I said, this is going to be a lot more fiddling to do. So what I'm going to do is doing probably just hot glue gunning these maybe on top of each other. I feel like these bones probably should have been a little bit more longer, but I don't know. I will figure something out. But yeah, it's coming along just very slowly. So I mean, I wonder if it just, yeah, there's no way it's just gonna collapse on itself if you just try to put it on its own. So yeah, I could just start fucking around with it. For right now, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here, because I gotta wake up early in the morning anyways. So yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like for right now. Definitely gonna have to keep fiddling with it. So yeah, now it just looks like a campfire teepee. But yeah, when I do another video, when I do the parts and things like that, I'll just show you all the materials that I had to buy, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into and what you need to buy to get this to work properly. Yeah, I mean, so far it's kind of coming along. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream right here. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that boringness, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.